What you doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room. Bet I'm in the break room. What you doing? What you doing? Like, what we doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room. How you doing? What you doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room. Bet I'm in the break room. What you doing? What you doing? Like, what we doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room.
Welcome to Bink's Break Room Podcast. This is the fastest growing podcast, and we invite you to join the discussions with us. Look, it ain't no rules in the break room. This is where you let your feelings be known and your thoughts be heard. Think about it. At the job, in the break room, that's where everybody let loose, kick it, and be themselves. So that's what we want you to do. Let loose, kick it, be you in the break room. This is our platform to help move the culture forward together with our knowledge, experiences, which can influence and strategize to make a difference. But sometimes that require a little ratchetness, a little arguing, and being open-minded. Spread the word about Bink's Break Room Podcast. Follow us on all social media. Let loose, kick it, be you. And let's hop into today's show. This is Bink's Break Room Podcast. Man, I feel like I ain't been on in like 2 years, man. I miss you, man. All them calls and DMs and questions. What happened y'all on Friday? Oh, man, we just, we had to take care of some business. And because of that, we're back. We ain't never left, but we're back. And actually, I bit my tongue right before the camera came on, so I'm trying to play it off. This small talk ain't working. Hold on, let me see if my tongue bleed. You ever done that? Be talking and then you bite your tongue? Like literally, like on the side. My teeth crooked, so it really hurt it. Speaking of teeth, I'll be getting braces soon. Never too old to get braces. You only live once. If you got something you've been wanting to do all your life, do it. All my life I was saying, I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them. Especially when I had some great insurance before. I could have got them even though insurance didn't pay for it. I did try Invisalign, but Invisalign didn't do nothing for me. It only got it like this. I went to the dentist today, got my little consultation, so I'll be getting me braces in a couple of days. Again, it ain't never too late for you to do whatever you're trying to do. Age ain't nothing but a number. Throwing down ain't nothing but a thing. That's what Aaliyah said. All right, I'm Big Bink. Welcome to Bink's Break Room Podcast. Monday, coming off this, I call this this past weekend was a STEMI weekend because a lot of people got their checks and people was acting a damn fool. Like, I went to the mall. I ain't been to the mall in so long. I want to give my kids some stuff. Wanted to get out the house. I was masked up. I'll say about 70% of the people I seen in the mall was masked up. I live in Dallas, so we went to one of the malls in Dallas. About 78% of the people was masked up. But let me tell man, I got to bring Shawnee up in action up for this. Hey, y'all, Shawnee, action, how y'all doing, man? Coming off this stimmy.
Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad. I was clicking the wrong button.
That's funny. How y'all doing, though, man?
Oh man,
Can't complain. Can't complain.
Yeah, highly favored. I'm on Team God. I'm good.
So we coming off this stimmy weekend, and like I say, everybody's off the chain. Look, every neighborhood I went through, people got their trunk open, taking bags out their car. The mall was super swole this weekend. A couple of people was masked up, a couple of people wasn't. But man, most of the people was masked up, but a couple of people wasn't. But I went to this mall, and I've never seen so many black people in the white stores. And let me tell you exactly what I mean. Because they was in them stores that they be talking about in the hip hop songs that I've never seen before. I heard of Gucci, I heard of Louis, but Dolce and Gabbana, that one.
Dolce and Gabbana, yeah.
It was some more names of people that's famous that I don't even know who they are, but I remember hearing them in all the songs.
Louis Vuitton.
Like, yeah, Louis Vuitton, yeah. I know
Louis Vuitton, no, not Louis Vuitton. The red bottoms. Louis Vuitton.
Probably. I went to North Park Mall. So the whole North Park Mall, one section is just all stores that I ain't never seen before. But all these black people was in line buying these high-end clothes. And you know, to each his own. Yeah, to each his own. I don't agree with it, especially when you spend all that money on them. I mean, if you got it, you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. But if you can invest that money in something different, you know, that would be my suggestion. But I ain't hating. Yeah. It ain't tricking if you got it. I can't tell people what to do with their money. I just was surprised. Like, damn, all these people at the Gucci stuff.
Wow. They got to get the new Gucci slides, and they are cute.
Let me tell you something. I went in there. I saw a scarf action. The scarf cost $425.
Yeah, but you know, people buy that little scarf and they wear it and then have on their Walmart get up and they cheap shoes. But they stuck that little $400 scarf. I've seen it.
I asked the lady, I say, well, what else come with the scarf? She started laughing. I was like, I don't get it. She was like, that's the retail price of that scarf. Yeah. I was like, well,
nothing.
I said, did Jesus wear this at one point? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get the significance of this.
Is this scarf blessed?
Exactly.
Blessed with Gucci. Gucci blessed.
$425.
Come on, Bink, you got it. You can do it. I want to get you a Gucci scarf.
Yeah.
Unless they send us something free, you'll never see me wearing that stuff. I did have a Gucci bag that they sent me back in the day. I ended up giving it to some teenager that helped me move when we were moving out of Indianapolis. Little teenage boy on my block. I gave him that. He almost lost his mind. I was like, "Here, man, I don't want this." He was like, oh. I didn't even have to pay him. I gave him the bag. He was like, I guess he was gonna flip it or something. I don't know. But it was ridiculous.
How much had the bag been used? Was it gently used?
Oh, it was brand new. It was brand new.
Oh, well, yeah, he was happy. I would have took that. You should have sent that to me for my birthday or something.
He was ecstatic. He was one of them hood dudes, too. I was like, you can have this if you want it. And I think he ended up helping me till about 8 o'clock that night.
Yeah, no doubt. Gucci backpacks are expensive. They are expensive. Like I said, the new slides they got out, they are nice. They are very nice and comfortable. I don't have a pair.
Yeah.
But if anybody would like to send me a pair, I wear a size 7. Thank you. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? We missed you too.
Yeah, you know, I'm like you, Beto. You know, it's not that I can't afford any of that stuff. It's like I never been into supporting billionaires, so it's like, you know, they don't need my charity. So I mean, I have expensive items, stuff like that. like my wife buys me a lot of Coach and some Gucci stuff, and normally it just stays in the closet, or I'll wear it every once in a while. But me myself personally, I never buy myself stuff like that. Never, ever, ever.
What Coach items do you have?
I got like the belt. I got a bag. I got a couple of Coach bags, like carry bags for guys and stuff like that. That like tote bags that guys wear. She knows I like stuff like that, but she'll buy like the Coach bags and stuff like that. But me myself, like I said, I would never buy myself something like that. I am content with small everyday stores. You know, go to Ross. You know, someplace like that. You know, Marshalls. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm cheap. I mean, that's just what it is. But that's how I am. But you know, I'll buy people expensive stuff. Like I'll buy my wife stuff like that. But like I said, for me personally, no, I can't see myself shopping in the Gucci store or Louis Vuitton. Nothing like that. Nothing. Dolce Gabbana.
Yeah, no. I can do without.
Yeah,
that's just. That's just wasted space.
I'll go shop there as long as somebody else footing the bill.
I know
like
that's
all of my designer purses, I haven't bought one. They're all present. Somebody get it for me.
I know when we went to the Gucci store. Hey Jackie.
Hey Jackie.
When we went to Gucci store, they was like, okay, no recording, and everybody stay together. I say what?
Oh,
no recording. Not like I was.
They done tripped that on y'all.
It was a lot of us though, and it was me and like a bunch of kids. Me and my wife and a bunch of kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 kids.
So did you both get your stimulus checks?
I did.
You got yours, Bink? You got yours, Shiny?
Oh yeah, I thought you was asking him if he and Mo got their stimulus checks because they both in the Gucci store. Yes, I got mine, but you know, mine went to track fees and all that. So, you know, I had to do that, pay for trips to go to the what are they? This year they're doing the Junior Olympics. So
yeah.
Same here.
Mm-hmm.
Rent.
Cool.
I didn't even get to that. It was all track stuff. Track stuff.
Yeah, we got nothing.
Yeah,
that's rich people problems over there.
Yeah, rich people problems for real. Yeah, Kathy, I won't buy. Kathy, I like a designer purse. I like a designer bag, but I just can't see me paying $500 for a purse. Now, if somebody else won't do that, then thank you. I'll take it. Yeah. But I just can't. I can't do it.
Doesn't make economic sense for me. But I mean, again, like I said before, to each his own. Now,
So, wait. So, would you buy your wife one? If she wanted a Gucci bag, you wouldn't buy your wife a Gucci bag. Why not? This your wife.
No.
If y'all weren't married, y'all was dating, you was trying to court her, would you buy her
Hell no.
a Gucci bag?
Yeah.
I can't really. Nah. I just
I've got my wife a couple of Gucci's, like I said, a Gucci's Coach. I got her.
But why you wouldn't get her one, B?
Yeah,
that's just how I'm built. I'm sorry. I bought her. It's not a Coors bag. It was. I think Coors. What's the man name? Thomas Coors.
Michael Kors.
I think I bought her a bag. It was like $160. It's one of them small ones though.
Yeah, Michael Kors.
Something like that. I'm damn sure ain't spending over $300-400.
So if you had a side chick to keep your side chick quiet, would you get her a Gucci bag? If she said, you better give me this Gucci bag or I'm going to let it all out.
Nah.
You just let her let it all out.
I just counteract all the receipts that she have. Like, no, I wasn't even over there. This where I was. Get all my stuff lined up.
Yeah, but that don't always work though.
I'm pretty good when it comes to that.
Good receipts. Buy
her off with a bag, B. Buy her off with a bag.
Buy her off with a bag.
I go to TJ Maxx and get her instead of Gucci, it'd be Gucci. It had them G's on it. You know what I'm saying?
No, you go to Sam Moon. That's where you gotta go Sam Moon.
No, don't you get nothing out of Sam Moon. Don't buy nobody no purse out of Sam Moon.
Like,
do not do that.
They be tripping on talk about knockoffs. Like, how can you actually tell if a purse is a knockoff?
You look at the stitching. The stitching. You look at the stitching. Well, I mean, they have some. Okay, so this is one of my Michael Kors purses that I carried this weekend, but I can't show you on here. But you can look at the stitching and tell how it's put together.
On the outside,
on the inside and the outside, you can look at it. There is a distinct difference. So that's what I do. I look at it.
So you can be going inside people purses looking like that.
You can tell when they ring it up at the register.
You know, at Big T Bazaar, they have a bunch of knockoffs that look like they like just looking at it. It looks like it, but when you get up on it and you check the stitching, it's sewn differently. It's not the same. So that's how you know.
Yeah,
but
and the owner's sitting differently too. He's sitting in $1 million mansion somewhere on the beach, scratching his testicles, while we over here wondering when the next check gonna come.
Yeah. But I'm just so. Action. What about you? If you had a side chick and she wanted to keep her quiet, she wanted a Gucci bag, would you purchase it?
Yeah, that'd be an easy fix. I mean, it would never happen. Let me just say that. Let me start out with that. It would never happen. But if that situation presented itself, and I was presented with that alternative, and I was like, okay, I got to keep the side chick quiet, and all she wants is a purse. Oh yeah, that'd be an easy fix.
But how many purses would you? Well, so after you buy that one purse, then would you cut her off, or would you still keep seeing her and keep on buying her purses to keep her quiet?
No, I mean, if I see, first of all, she gonna threaten me and say like, if you don't buy me a purse, I'm gonna tell. I already know I gotta get rid of her because she's talking too much. She's talking way too much. I mean, if you gonna threaten me and say like, hey, you better give me this purse, or I'm telling your wife. I'm like, okay, no problem. I got you with the purse, and then that'll be the last time she ever hear from me.
It'll be a knockoff joint, though, right? I know you get a knockoff.
No, it'll be a real one because I don't want her to say nothing. Okay, I don't want her to come back and be like, well, he gave me this knockoff purse, because then my wife will be like, yeah, you did that because you got her a knockoff. But no. But see, if I got a real one, she said that, my wife would be like, no, he didn't do that because he would have never bought you no real one. So, but yeah. Oh,
well, you just told your secret.
No, she's not listening tonight. She's on the way to pick up the daughter from practice. So I get away with this one.
Yeah, we went from Gucci to side chick Billy because, you know, there's this story out there about Derek Jackson. Y'all know who Derek Jackson is?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Bink, you know who Derek Jackson? So Derek Jackson is the guy that was on, he started on Facebook and he used to give all of this advice to women. He was one of those people like, I don't even like these men like this. They get on there and say, oh, queen, you beautiful. If he cheating on you, you shouldn't be with him. And men, y'all shouldn't treat these women like that. He does that.
Like so a life coach?
Yeah, but for women. So he done coached them all up and, you know, got them thinking if the man really care about you, then he'll open your door for you. If the man really care about you, won't no other woman have his eye. If the man, he done wrote books. Really? He has become a celebrity from talking to women. And I'd be like, why do y'all listen to these men? They the most suspect. You okay, Bink? They the most suspect.
The long day.
They the most suspect. So, and this been going on for years. He been out, I guess, 10 years? It's been a while.
He's been out a while, giving up that obviously now phony advice and other stuff that he can't even seem to follow his own self, which is crazy. And I agree with you, Shawnee. When you have a guy that's usually pumping all that nonsense, you got to keep your eye out for them because they really, I don't know, you can't really trust that.
You can't trust them, but women fall into it. Here he is with his wife. This is his wife, Danae Jackson, and Derek was. Yeah, but they done drug her in these Instagram posts because this is on Instagram. So they took to Instagram, made a video where he's apologizing for cheating because he lied and said he did not have sexual relations with that woman, but that woman came out and told everything. Do we
got a picture of the side chick? I want to see this.
No, I didn't have a picture of the side chick, but they talked about his wife so bad, saying that she had a bonnet on and they can see why he cheated on her with somebody. Okay, number one, that is not a bonnet because everybody, it looked like he pulled her out the bed. He pulled her out the bed and made her do this video, but that's not a bonnet on her head.
That's what that is. Marla Gibbs scarves, right? Sorry.
No, it's a little, like the little not a beanie, but a little, little winter cap. It's just knitted. That's all.
Honestly, it don't make a difference what she got on. That's his wife, and no matter what she looks like, he's supposed to love her. And it's supposed to be unconditionally, for better, for worse. So even if this was her worst moment, he's supposed to love her to the fullest. That was a vow. And for him to be this so-called coach and try to dog out us other men out here doing.
Oh yes.
And you the one slipping off with the side chick, and it's whatever, dude. People like him make me think something different because it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah. So he claims that he wanted to come clean because he didn't want to have a platform giving relationship advice when he was not living, that in real life. So,
and I'm sure that just tore him up so bad.
Yeah. And he also said his wife did not force him to cheat. She didn't push him to it. What he's saying is she didn't do nothing to do that. See, there you go, Billy, talking about why his wife looked homely.
Yeah, stop it, Billy.
I agree with Billy say because it looked like she's telling whoever taking the picture to not take that picture. Look at her hand. Like,
no, they waving at the camera on Instagram. That's a clip from the video. So he talked, but it's 7 minutes long, y'all. I couldn't put all that up there. I didn't even want to hear it. Just listening to him, and then she started talking, and I forgave him. I chose to forgive him, and. Girl, please. He need to go with the trash. Well, he need to be out there with the trash.
Like Action said, it's for better or for worse. This is just one of those worst times.
This ain't worse.
If you love somebody.
Look, I love me more than I love anybody else other than my children.
I mean, yeah, she can forgive him if she wants to. That's up to her. But what I'm saying as far as is his whole platform was supposed to be relationships and making them work and treating the woman better and how to treat a woman and how we as men should be treating women. And then all of a sudden you're gonna be dipping out on a side chick. Like you couldn't even make your own relationship work. How you out here giving advice? You can't even make your own work.
I mean, he be dogging men. He be dragging men. He be dragging men, talking about how raggedy they are. And this joker is out here doing the fool. Not with just one. I believe it was two.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And see, that's what fame will do to you. See, he got a little fame on him.
He ain't even cute.
He got his little fame from his relationship thing, and then had all these women coming at him thinking he's a sensitive guy, and he's this awesome dude. And he fell. You fall, and all of us can fall. Everybody can fall to temptation. Everybody can fall. Everybody stumbles. Nobody's perfect. But at the same time, if your platform is to build on relationships, help out relationships, and to uplift women and to help them look out for these so-called bad guys, you can't be one of the bad guys. That's one thing you can't fall to.
Yeah, and he has these books. And now when he started, he wasn't all thick like that. He was just like a little skinny string bean. Then you know, he got a little fame. He started working out, got him some little muscles and a 6-pack. And I'm like, look, this joker he ain't what the bird left on the branch. Oh, my God. My goodness.
So what do you think now? As a woman, would you listen to him now, Shawty? I mean,
I didn't listen to him before. I mean, sometimes
as in a general perspective, not just you personally, but would you as a woman would you listen to him anymore?
If I was a woman that listened to him before, well, if I were a woman that listened to him before, then I probably would be like, oh, well, he just made a mistake. That's what some of them going to say. He just made a mistake. And, you know, people make mistakes. And that woman probably trying to get with him, too, because she think that she better than his wife. Or like, you know, Billy said, she look homely because, you know, women be doing it. Talking about, look at her. But, baby, I don't care what she look like. If she with him, you don't know what she had to put up with to be Mrs. Jack. And from what I see, this right here, is this part of being Miss Jackson, I don't want it. He got it. She got it.
I mean, that's just one bad photo of her, though. I mean,
what's that? What's that?
She probably looks totally different than her.
That's Bink.
What's what?
That's Bink. He playing something. What you playing?
No, I cut it off. I accidentally hit it with my elbow.
I'm like, share it with us.
yeah. You can't. I mean, you can't go by one bad photo though. That's just probably one bad look on her, and it's not even a bad look. It's just like one of those looks that she just got pulled into. She probably wasn't expecting to go on camera with him or something like that.
Look, she looked like she didn't even want to be there. And yes, he is ugly. He is UGLY.
Well,
UGLY, inside and out.
Let's take a second. Let's step back. And even if he is one of those dudes that try to preach and, you know, try to say what men should do, and let's say he is cheating, it's up to her to make the decision to take him back. She says she's gonna take him back or whatever. So Kevin Kirksey, one of our partners in Partners in Media, Room 360, he says, look, what I hate the most about black men who are successful or rich or down to the black men in dating relationships. Hold on, I read that wrong. What I hate the most is when black men who are successful or rich try and down other black men in dating relationships or marriage. That's why when I hear a black man talk ish about other black men, I say they straight up ain't ish. Cowards they are. Mm-hmm. And he probably thought he had it made. Like Shani said, he probably started getting some play, probably started getting some notifications, probably got noticed. Had some other opportunities arrive up, got in the gym, did 500 jumping jacks a day and 50 sit-ups and 50 push-ups. I'm talking about my regiment, so I'm just trying to keep it real. But, you know, he messed up. And so shame on him. And I if they married, I don't want to talk about nobody's marriage, but if I was her, you know, I would teach the dude a lesson. But the lesson don't mean they got to break up. I mean,
what's the lesson? How would she teach him a lesson?
Let's think about that. Like, maybe she could have him. Maybe not the cheating stuff, but maybe he could
get a couple of Gucci bags.
Yeah, maybe he can go Gucci crazy and hook her up. That might really shut her up. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they had to come to some terms on some things they can do together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would never advocate breaking up or something like that. That would be up to her in relationship with her own husband. That's their own personal decision. My point again is just that if your whole CISO is relationships and getting relationships right and making relationships work, you can't be messing up on a relationship. Now, if he was going through some financial problems, that would be
I was gonna say that ain't no excuse. But I'm with Jackie like that. Steve Harvey was like that with that think like a man, act like a lady.
Didn't he get married like 5 times? 5, 6 times?
I don't know how many times he's been married, but he would do that, talk about being faithful and stuff, and you out here cheating on your wife and then got a new wife. And I'm not talking about Marjorie. I don't know what he's doing, Well, they said he did. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about no rumors.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be doing that. That's the whole thing. Like, if you have financial problems, that's one thing. If you having some business problems, that's another thing. But you can't be dealing in the relationship world talking about making relationships work, and you ain't making yours work. That don't make no sense.
That's true.
It's like you should have tried all those tricks you trying to tell us other guys to do.
Well, I think, from the wife's end, she didn't know. Like, she was oblivious to it all, so he must have been doing something to where I guess she didn't notice anything. I don't know. I think that you know when your man's stepping out on you, you might not say nothing about it, but I think you might not say nothing.
Women's intuition.
Yeah. I mean, even if she did know, but like I said, like if he's telling us guys like me and Bink, how we should be treating our women, how we should be doing better with our women, why did he try any of that?
No, but he's not talking to you. He's selling a story to women. Like, his talk ain't for a man. It ain't for y'all. It's like, to me, he's one of them people that just preys on women's emotions. He got all these women to fall into what this BS that he was selling and promoting. So now he has all these followers. He's selling books. He's making all these money. He was doing conferences and he was doing everything. So like another man listening to him, y'all would have been like, whatever. It would be like me doing this whole thing to me, putting a platform together, telling men, well, y'all shouldn't be with women that are gold diggers. Any woman that wants you to take care of her, it's something wrong with her. And I got a man, every man I meet got to, pay my bills.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what he did to me. It was just the whole, when I first saw him, I'm like, this is a fraud. This is some BS. Because first of all, ain't none of this true. We are not 16 and stupid. We are grown women, and we have been through some things. Because I don't think that he's even 40 yet.
Yeah, he can't say nothing.
I wonder how he got caught.
The side chick, let me see what she did. She's the one that exposed it. I can't remember how she exposed it. Let's see. Candace, I don't know. I guess she Mexican. Her name Candace the Medrosos or something.
Oh yeah, she wasn't getting no benefits. She like, oh no, Poppy, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
No. You just buy me Taco Bell all the time. No.
Let that be a lesson to. Oops.
Don't want it anymore.
Nah, and they'll stab you. They'll stab you.
Let that be a lesson, fellas.
I agree with Billy. Yeah, some preachers should quit because they be just we all the way out there.
I know about that. Some of them preachers, and I don't even know how they be smashing. But then again, I see the
What you mean you don't know how?
No. Well, I didn't at first, but then I saw the recipients and what they received, and I was like, oh, okay, so that's how you got that. Oh, okay, so you're really not the assistant, you're the participant. Okay, I got you. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because to me, some preachers do that too. Like it's more women in the church. To me, they be preaching to the women. The women fall into it. They give them their money. They do all of that. And then, Pastor, I need counseling. And now the pastor laying hands on Sister Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And he got his, First Lady Jones over here, but he got to lay hands on Sister Jackson.
Yes,
and then he First Lady Jones and hook and marrying Sister Jackson. Then when he married Sister Jackson, then he got to lay hands on Sister Johnson.
Baby, Jesus told me to put this inside of you. I'm sorry.
And some of them say that. Some of them say that.
I'm sure they do.
They have
I'm sorry.
No, but they have videos of there was this minister from Africa that told his congregation that he was supposed to impregnate them. So he's going through, and I'd be like, How can you go to a church like that to lead it?
What about the pastor that was eating that 3-piece that everybody saw?
I never saw that video, but I heard about it.
Out of here. Everybody's seen that video.
I didn't see it. I did not see it, but I heard about it.
That boy, I think he's from Texarkana. I think Texarkana. I think that's where he pastored at. That video was huge.
Come on, man. If I went to church and the pastor said, I got to impregnate all the women, me and my wife will be walking out the door. Before they ask for offering, we would be walking out the door like, no, we can't do this. We can't do this.
So Jay thinks that it's staged because we talked about this earlier. He thinks that it's staged and that Derek Jackson is going to come back with a book now on how to save your marriage. But would the women buy that though? That's the thing. He probably write a book talking about how he's sorry and he was a dog. Like, you know how R. Kelly used to write them love songs. I'm sorry. And baby, R. Kelly song come out and we just love it and be forgiving everybody for all the dog stuff they done did.
Heaven, I need a hug. I remember that.
Everybody loves the comeback story, and you know what though? It's like that. They were talking about this today with the whole cancel culture thing. Everything is getting canceled so quickly, and like you can't make a mistake. You know, like on your social media and your personal life and whatever you do. If you make a mistake, people are going to be so quick to cancel you, especially like if you're in a position of power or in a position of fame. And people really need to get back to like forgiveness, and everybody makes mistakes. And I'm kind of like with that. Like this cancel culture thing is starting to go off the rails, man. We canceling like people for making one simple mistake or making some mistake that they even happened like years and decades ago. I'm like, that don't make no sense to me whatsoever. Now, this guy, though, if this is a setup and he's like wants to get the forgiveness and do a book, I would say that's the wrong way of doing it. He could have just came out with a book. He ain't got to cheat on his wife.
Well, you know, black people, we quick to throw people away. It don't matter what they did. if we believe it, it's true. You know, it's unfortunate, you know, but black people are quick to take somebody from the top and drag them through the mud. One of our own. We are notorious for that.
Y'all need to chill with this cancel culture, though.
They was talking about Ice Cube. You know, when Ice Cube was trying to get somebody to talk to him about this plan he had for African Americans with the new administration coming in and the old one going out. He was like, look, I got a proposal. Nobody talked to him. Trump administration got at him like, hey, what you got? And of course he gonna entertain that, but then people tied it to, oh yeah, Trump hanging with Q, cancel Q, you know. And I mean, even I was on that side a little bit till I actually watched the video and understood what he was trying to do, you know. And I saw him interviewing with some prominent. I think him and Roland Martin had an interview, and Roland, to me, Roland went at him like sideways, like,
he sure did.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, dude, I was like, it's not, you know, you ain't even letting them
finish his sentence.
Yeah, let him finish.
And he had that other chick on there that was, you know, she was mad talking about, well, Black Lives Matter has been trying to do this and that. And, you know, Ice Cube was like, well, I ain't heard nothing that y'all did.
Yeah, that's true.
So I did something.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't cancel Cube over that just for trying to talk to Trump. And even if Trump would have did something to try to help out and try to change the dynamics. I mean, you know, he's transactional to begin with. If you knew anything about Trump, he was transactional. I mean, he's going to do what he can to get the votes and get whatever. But if he would have gave up something, or if he would have implemented some of Cube's agenda, I would have went for that. I'm not going to cancel Cube over trying to push the culture forward. Never that. And again, I think this whole cancel culture thing is just gone off the rails. I think you need to step back, sit back, and just relax. You know what I mean? It's just gone way too far, and we need to get back to. And the funny thing about the cancel culture is that most of these people are people of faith and believe, and that's the one thing that the Bible teaches you is forgiveness.
So then, where do we draw the line with canceling? Who do we cancel? Who don't we cancel?
We don't cancel nobody.
Nobody.
We sit there and we take in the information. We make our own opinions. And if you want to cancel them just by yourself, fine. But just keep that to yourself. Because a lot of times, again, we see it all the time. It's no different than somebody who's in a higher position that's hating on you because you just is qualified and you don't get the knob to even work at wherever, in the same building. You don't get that knob because you're too good and you're too humble and everybody like you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like you. So no, you can't come work here. No, you ain't messing up what I'm trying to do. But I mean, that's what we do.
That's how they are.
Yeah, we quick to cancel people. We quick to hate on people. We quick to put people in a position so they can get fired, or questioned or, whatever. And it's sad, really, because this is the mentality of the Willie Lynch letter wrote over 400 years ago about how to keep black people separate, how to keep the light-skinned black and the dark-skinned black against each other, and it worked to the T. And it's still working 400 years later.
Yeah.
So Jackie says if we don't cancel, then that's going to create repeat offenders. So how do you deal with a person like I use R. Kelly for instance, because we've been knowing that he is a pedophile for 20 years and he just now going to jail.
Yeah.
So how do you, if we don't want to cancel him? And I know some people still like R. Kelly. I mean, hands down, I think that he is he's very talented. One of the greatest R&B singers, writers, composers of all time, my opinion. But y'all know I have my personal feelings about him. But with that situation, when it came up with Aaliyah, we just kind of said, oh, okay, well, that's her mama and them fault. Then something else came out again. All them girls lying on him, and it just kept happening. And now even with him being in jail, you still got people that's like, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. So how do we hold people accountable for what they're doing and show them that, hey, we're not going to allow you to do this. You can't do this. You got to change your behavior.
You just stop supporting them. You just stop supporting them. Like, take away. I mean, I see most radio stations. We're all in the radio business. Been in there for 20 plus years. They just stopped playing his music, and Spotify took his stuff off, and a lot of streaming platforms took his stuff off. Now, this is pretty much after he got arrested, and even though he hasn't went to trial yet, but I mean, he's in jail, and it's a lot of evidence that shows he's probably guilty. And from the specials that came on at the beginning of 2020 to the specials and the YouTube videos that continue to come up from the last girl that got away. And, it's just, again, you have to make your own decision. But with all this evidence mounting against R. Kelly,
right, Kathy?
Well, she said you canceled him.
But that Grump and Grind song.
I don't see nothing wrong.
I can't listen to that song because I think of little kids when he said. Now I did hear, like in Apple Music, they still have because I was listening to that to my playlist that I had put together a long time ago. Love Letter came up.
What a great song.
That is a great song.
What a great song.
And I found myself singing, and I'm like, well, did he write this to one of them little 14-year-old girls?
Man, you got to think about that. He said, my Elvis and Priscilla, my Michael Jackson Thriller, smooth operator like Sade. Oh, no, don't forget the 12 play. You're my Titanic, my movie star, my Coming to America, my Avatar. You are my number one hit. Oh, are you kidding me? The lyrics. Just sit back and think about that. But then, like, Sean, like, who are you talking to? Like, is he talking to
the 14-year-old?
Yeah, you have to make individual decisions, though. You have to make individual choices because, there are some people that still follow Charles Manson and think Charles Manson is cool. And he's a murderer. So I mean, you have to make your own individual choices on cancel people and what you're gonna do as a person and as a culture. And again, we gotta remember, you know, he who was without sin, let him cast the first stone, Miss Jackie. And Paul says, you know, judge not lest ye be judged. So I'm not gonna judge nobody. That's not my job. That's not my position. If I choose to say like I'm not gonna support them, I'm not gonna support them. But I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna join the masses and say, okay, I'm canceling them. No, that's
But
not
ain't
my.
that the same thing?
No, that's my own individual decision. I'm not gonna get out there and speak and say I'm not like if somebody. I personally won't buy R. Kelly music. But if I get on an interview and somebody say, "Are you canceling R. Kelly?" No, I'm not. I'm not speaking on that. It's my decision. It's like voting. That's my personal choice. I don't have to tell you what I'm going to do. No, I have to. Do I have to advocate for that? But I'm not down with this whole cancel culture because again, if I ever became famous, I'd be canceled the next week because they would go through my social media from about 10 years ago and go through my lifestyle. They'd be like, "No, we got to cancel Ashes. We got to cancel him."
No, because I was about to say, ain't nothing on your social media.
No, if you look
Likes.
back, and I posted some really. I used to post a lot of political stuff because I am political, and then I realized posting that political stuff got me into a lot of situations, a lot of trouble with a lot of friends or who I thought were friends. I lost a lot of people that were close to me during this whole Trump era that I thought were really good friends that I've known for years because their views didn't match my views. And they couldn't separate the politics from the friendship. It's easy for me. It's easy for me to separate politics from friendship because your political view and your personal view are two totally different things to me. Like if you support Trump, I have no problem with that. But then if you got a problem with me not being a supporter of that kind of movement, then that's where the issue comes into play. So I posted a lot of stuff, and then I stopped doing all that because I was like, I don't need the drama. I don't need that kind of tension in my life. But and some other stuff too. But again, they would cancel me for sure. They'd cancel me.
So what you're saying is like with the R. Kelly thing, for instance, you would stop just listening to it, but you wouldn't try to encourage other people to stop listening to it.
No, that's your own personal decision. That's your choice. If you ask me, like you said, you on the fence with his music, but you think some of his great, and you came to me and said, actually, you know, I don't know, this R. Kelly thing, what do you think? I'd be like, girl, that's up to you, Shawnee. You do you. But I'm not. I'm not. I'll make my own decisions on who I'm gonna cancel. I'm not canceling Bill Cosby. I'm not canceling Bill Cosby. I'm not gonna do that. No, that's not Bill Cosby. First of all, it's like it don't make sense to me. The man is a genius. He's too great. He's done so much for the African American culture, HBCUs, everything else. And so he made a mistake. Supposed he's paying his dues for his mistake. He's in prison, so I got to cancel him. He's paying his dues to society. Why do I got to cancel him? He's doing what he's supposed to do.
So you agree that he should have been prosecuted, but you're okay with still like watching Fat Albert and the Cosby Show?
I don't have no problem watching Fat Albert or Cosby Show. Nothing he does. The man, I don't even know after all this time. But again, I'm not the law. The law felt he should have been prosecuted decades later for what he did. So I adhere to the rule of law. And so he's in jail. He's paying his dues and his debt to society. So what point why am I going to throw salt in that wound and say, okay, I'm going to cancel him now? That doesn't make sense to me. The dude is paying his dues.
The only thing I would say about Bill Cosby, it was a time, and I'm looking because I got the book. He made a book the name of the book was called Come On People. And he got a lot of, I wish I knew what that book was. He got a lot of backlash from the hip hop community. And although he said some things, I'm just looking for this book. He said some things that I didn't agree with. A lot of the stuff on there made sense. It's kind of like the old man sitting on the corner, like do the right thing. Oh boy, what?
Jamie and somebody got some sauce on the dresser because Bill Cosby, the Cosby Show. There's the episode of the barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
I think I remember that.
He put something in the sauce to make everybody touchy feely, but he wouldn't let Rudy and Bud have none of the sauce.
Yeah.
But I mean, the sauce had everybody ready to go. Like Bill and Camille were gonna go upstairs. I mean, not Camille, Lord, whatever Felicia Rashad's character was. Claire, yeah. They was about to go upstairs, do the niece and her husband and Sandra and Elvin.
He had some barbecue sauce up there.
His barbecue sauce make everybody feel good.
Yeah.
Man,
but see, when Bill Cosby talks about the culture, and he talked about the hip hop culture and about blacks itself, again, you have to put that in perspective. This guy comes from a totally different generation than where we came from. He grew up in a society where there were no civil rights. Blacks had to fight and had to come from a different perspective, and had to grow up in a different era. He grew up in a different era. So I get his perspective on how he sees the hip hop culture, because he didn't grow up in that culture. We came out of that culture, B. So we understand it. He don't understand it. Like I would never understand what my dad had to go through. And my dad could explain something to me all day, and I would never get it. I'd be like, man, that was messed up. But I would never get it. Again, I'm not canceling Bill. I'm not gonna cancel Bill. Sorry, y'all.
I mean, they need to go ahead and let him out anyway. He's 83 years old. He's blind in one eye. He's not a flight risk. He ain't going nowhere. Days are numbered on this earth. You know, I hate to say it, but it is what it is at 83 years old.
He can live to be 103.
That's true.
I mean,
it's still numbered.
But if I get that it happened a long time ago, but it's still, he out here molesting people. You know, don't you think he got, so you think because he was old, he shouldn't have had to go to prison, and he out here a whole rapist and pedophile?
I don't know if he was a pedophile. He wasn't messing with kids. He was messing with grown women. He was messing with grown women who were old enough to make their own decisions.
Yeah, I can't make no decision. You drugging me. You putting giving me the barbecue sauce.
But you made a decision. You made a decision. You made a decision to come over there. You made a decision to go over there.
Oh, no, y'all are not on here saying this. Oh, my God. So what? They made a decision to go over there. It's Bill Cosby.
No, I'm only joking. No, I think he is doing his time. That's what I'm saying. He is doing his time. He deserves to do his time. He was found guilty in a court of law. Again, we are a nation of laws. He was found guilty. He is doing his time. I have no problem with him doing his time. But now, even if he does his time, people are talking about canceling Bill Cosby. And I'm like, why? He served his time.
He's been in jail 3 years, right, Action?
At least 3 or 4. He served his time, and he's doing his time. So why cancel him? It's just like canceling OJ. I mean, why cancel OJ? He did his time. He did what he was supposed to do. And again, it's always, we always do the utmost.
Did he do his time? Did OJ really do his time? Did he get out early?
He was in jail. He went to jail. He lost everything.
He went to jail, but you know what? I am so sorry. OJ, no. He didn't go for Nicole and Ron Goldman.
But he didn't get. He was found not guilty of that. If we're gonna go by that, he was found not guilty.
Lord.
True.
He was found not guilty.
True.
He was found not guilty. He was in trial for Nicole and the Brown killing. He was not guilty. So you can't judge him on that. He was found not guilty by a jury of his peers. So sorry.
Man, whatever.
Mel say OJ still got his pension. I didn't know that. Wow. He didn't
$25,000 a month.
Wow.
No, but he still has to pay the family though. He still got to pay the Brown family. He still owes them millions. So even though he may have a pension, some of that goes to them because he still ain't paid them back yet.
Mike Tyson got somebody to say that hotel room 3 a.m. Yeah, like that girl that she was in the Miss America pageant or something. She was 18 and she said Mike Tyson raped her. But Mike Tyson is very transparent on his little podcast. I wonder if they'll bring it up because he talked about some of the stuff that he's done in the past. Man, Billy, look, the glove didn't fit because that wasn't the glove from the scene.
If it don't fit, you must quit. Go ahead, Johnny Cochran.
No.
Hold on. Where was y'all at that day when the verdict came down? I'm just sitting here.
I was in college. I was at Oklahoma City University in the area in the dorm where you hang out and watch TV.
Yeah.
And now Oklahoma City University was only like 2% black.
Okay.
And when that happened, and I mean, it was a lot of sad people.
What year did he get acquitted? What year was that?
94. It was 94 either 95. No,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you're right. He actually got acquitted. It was after 95. I think the chase was 95. June of 95. That was the chase. No,
that was in 94 because I only stayed on campus my freshman year, and then I had an apartment after that. So that's how I remember.
If it was 94, I was in Arizona.
No, OJ, I'm sorry, OJ. I'm sorry.
Well, I went to a black college, and so we was all together when it came down. It was 25 years ago. 25 years ago. So that's 1996 when he was acquitted. 1996. That's 25 years ago. No. He was found not guilty in 1994, June 13th. Yeah, okay, June 13th. So we were in the student union watching it on the big screen. And it's a black school, so when they said not guilty, everybody was happy. But
they were crying in my school.
I know they was. But I think, again, this happened the same time as
they were.
2 years after Rodney King. So the country was nowhere as near as racially divided as it is now. It's like 10 times now, but back then stuff like this was coming in pockets. It wasn't coming all at once. It was coming in pockets. Yeah. And Rodney King, thank God that man decided to,
Yeah.
Y'all laughing at Rodney King?
No.
We laughing at Billy.
Billy.
Billy on one tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was polarization though. Because again, the African American community and the white community took it two different ways.
Yeah,
two totally different ways.
And all of the police brutality that was happening in LA, at the time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just put that on top of, because it happened in LA, but they ended up doing the trial in the suburbs of LA. So all the people from the heart of LA went out to the suburbs, and it was pure hell. And the media captured all that. And you just saw, how divided Los Angeles was. And that was just a little.
It's going to be the same way with this George Floyd trial, though, too, I believe.
Yeah, because the judge did decide to keep the trial in Minnesota. And if that guy doesn't get the book, it's gonna be bad. Yeah. In fact, all four of them. Do y'all believe three of them? All three of them are guilty. All three of them should get the same charge. What do y'all think? Okay, all four. I don't
think all four of them should get the same charge. I think the person that was on him should get a more extensive charge, but the other one should have. They need to be held responsible.
All of them need to go to jail and serve time together.
But can you imagine what happens if he's found not guilty, though?
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be the riots of Minnesota Part 2. I'm serious.
I hope that doesn't happen.
I think they burned down the police station the first time. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen.
Speaking of crazy, this went by fast. Jesus,
I know it's crazy.
Man. again, before we get out of here, download the app. I know we didn't even reset or talk about the benefits of the Media Room 360 because we were so conversed and inversed in the conversation. But we want you to download the app. We got some big things coming these next couple of weeks. So make sure you download the app. Spread the word. You know what I'm saying? We thank y'all for hanging out with us every day from 8 to 9, checking out Big Bink's Break Room podcast. And shoot, we talk to you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Turn up.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, what you doing? I be in the break room. I be in the break room. Hit 'em in the break room. What you doing? What you doing? Hey, what